Alright guys, BOJoeKO here, and we are back with our Columbus Blue Jackets GMO. Gonna go into the draft this episode, as well as free agent, as well as the resign phase, as well as free agency. So going off of our little pre-draft wrap-up video, most of you guys were telling me to try to trade up into this draft to obviously get the number one pick because, well, if you have a shot to get the number one pick, why not? But in all honesty, I really don't see a big need to move up to number one in the draft just to get a guy who we know is probably not going to be NHL ready within maybe like 3 or 4 years. So honestly, I really don't think there's much need to move up into the draft. I believe our depth is good and they are high 70 overall players will get a nice little boost coming up this year, and they should be pretty good to start on our NHL team. So honestly, I really don't think there's a need to move up into this draft. So personally, I don't think we're going to. I do want to check one thing though about scouting, and I just want to take a look at the scouting report is all. I just want to take a look for one person, and that is it. Okay, that's where that one guy was going. And DePerna, we said he was going fairly late. If we have a shot to get him, like if there's a defenseman that's gonna be a late round pick, I feel like if we have a shot to get him, we should grab him. So let's just go into the draft. We'll keep our pick. There's no need to trade it. We're gonna have the 29th pick in this draft anyway. And yep, Vancouver's gonna have the 30th, and so it's gonna be Anaheim. We'll look at these guys when we're done. So Anaheim, Philadelphia, Buffalo, Detroit, and Boston. Okay, so we do have the 29th pick in this draft. There's no need to look at our phones. We'll just go quick sim all the way up to ours. But Sean Day does get taken number one overall by the Anaheim Ducks, and I'm just going to let this run through because I want to see if some guys, where they get picked up and where they're actually going to go. So that Mangiapane guy that you guys were talking about, he went 13th to the Blues. I want to see if DePerna will still be available, and he's going to go to Colorado. Okay, so DePerna does go to Colorado. Let's see if there's going to be any decent player for us still available. Late 29th. Okay, so there is a 3.5 star prospect still. So we have Andy Sparks, who's a Hungarian left wing power forward. I don't think we scouted this guy all too much now. I think we should probably take it safe and take a defenseman here. And the best possible defenseman I think that we still have fairly scouted pretty well is this Nicholas Janssen, who is a first or second round pick, 20-year-old super Swedish two-way defenseman. Looks like he is 3.5 stars. And you know what? Looking by his stats, you know what? This guy could be a low 70 overall player. His defensive awareness looks pretty good already. He's a fast skater. He's got a decent shot for a two-way guy. You know what? His stats ain't actually too bad. He looks to maybe be like a low 70 overall kind of player. So you know what? I'm actually gonna take this guy. So Nicholas Janssen, two-way defender, 20 years old, super sweet from Björkstad BK. Why not? We'll take this guy. Super sweet defenseman, two-way. Perfectly fine by that. And we don't have a second round pick. I don't think we have any other picks in this draft other than that one. So we can just do auto draft for the rest, and we can get started with our re-sign. So we'll definitely take a look at that. Okay, so I think it was Philadelphia, Boston, Anaheim, Detroit, and somebody else. Philadelphia, Buffalo. Philadelphia, Anaheim, Buffalo, Detroit, and Boston. Yep. Okay, so we'll take a look at those guys and see exactly how they came out to be first before we check out our players. So let's re-sign our guys. Let's check out and see how that guy actually turned out to be. And he is going to be a defenseman. Let's go look for that guy, our super Swede. And he is, where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Nicholas Janssen. Okay, so he's 3.5 red star potential at 65 overall. Okay, so a little bit less than we thought he is, but he actually could turn out pretty decent. 3.5 red stars is not bad for a two-way. It's always nice to get some more decent two-way prospects. So, all right, so that's not bad. Let's go to all skaters here. So we can start off with Anaheim, and we can go to their youngest player, Sean Day. There he is. See, 4.5 green stars. I mean, that's really great potential, but 52 overall. It'll take way too long for this guy to get better. So, kind of glad we didn't really go after him. So, Boston, they got, who did they pick up? Did they get Brody Morris? Did Boston pick up Brody Morris? No. Did not grab Brody Morris. Um, let's see. Did they get Tim Vanstone? I think they got this guy, Vanstone. First round, yep, fifth overall. Okay, so they picked up Tim Vanstone, center, two-way forward. 4.5, 3.5 Green Star, so decent, I guess. Okay, Detroit was the other team. Let's see. I think they picked up Jesse Mills. Let's see. Fourth overall. Yep. So they took Jesse Mills, a defensive defenseman, 50 overall. What was his potential like? He had 4 gold stars. Okay. And then who were the last two? Buffalo. Oh, Buffalo. I forgot. Philadelphia. We'll check out Philly. I think they picked up Benson. Yeah, Tyler Benson. Probably 4 green stars for this guy. Second overall. Yep. And I think Buffalo was the last team. Sounds like there's some storms outside. I can hear some lightning in the distance, and not hear some lightning, hear some thunder. What am I talking about? Did Buffalo take a goalie? They might have taken a goalie. Maybe, or maybe they took Justin Hartnell. Did they take Justin Hartnell? Yeah, they took Justin Hartnell third. Okay, so DePerna I think went to St. Louis. I just want to take a look at some of these guys. I think DePerna went to St. Louis if I can remember. No, man. Giapane went to St. Louis. I think DePerna went to Colorado or Tampa. One of those ones. Let's see. Tampa Bay. Let's see. Let's see. Nope. Any unsignees? No. Where's the unsigned guys at? No, he didn't go to Tampa. He probably did go to Colorado. We'll check it out before we get started. Colorado, I just want to check out what his potential was. Let's see. DePerna, are you there? No. Oh, there he is. Dylan DePerna. Yeah, 64 overall, 3.5 gold stars. Okay, so now that we got that whole fiasco taken care of, let's get down to business here and let's get our little things started here. So Olivier Waugh, we don't need him anymore, so we can release this guy to free agency. Our goaltenders are fine. Bobrovsky an 87. Oscar Dansk actually did move up to an 81, so that's good. Goaltenders are fine. We have $17 million to work with here. Okay. Might be a little bit sketchy, but I think we can get it done. Okay, so defenseman. Alec Martinez, we know we don't want anymore. We got him taken care of. David Savard. Let's see what Savard wants. Okay, so Savard still wants a two-way. One more year on the two-way. I'm fine with that. Next year, yeah, so it looks like next year Savard's going to get the big jump. So that's fine for David Savard. We'll give him 1 year on a two-way. Dalton Prout. Let's see. If Dalton Prout wants a two-way, I can handle him. Yes, indeed he does. He still wants a two-way at 7 mil. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. He's a nice, solid AHL player to get. All right, Danny DeKeyser. Let's see how much DeKeyser wants. Yeah, I expected that DeKeyser would want 3 mil. All right, you're kind of worth it. I'll give you 3 years at 3.7, so 3 and then 1.5, so 4. So we can take off 3.4, 3.42, and then 150. So really about 3.3 we can get for DeKeyser. 3 years at 3.34. Danny D. All right, Erickson. Let's see what Erickson wants. Timmy Erickson wants 3 years at 2.8. Okay, I'll hold off on him. Even though he's 4 gold stars, I'll probably sign him. Dahan. Let's see how much Dahan wants. This will be interesting. 2 years at 3.5. Okay. Interesting. Morgan Ellis, he probably still wants a two-way. Yep, 1 year on a two-way. That's perfectly fine. Ryan Murray. Let's get Ryan Murray signed. He's a big name here. Wow. All right. Ryan Murray does not want that much money. 3 years at 4 mil. I thought he would have asked for at least 6. Jeez. All right. So you know what? Let's sign him for an extra year. Let's get him for 4 years. I'll bring him till he's 20. Actually, no. Let's get him for 5 years. I'll bring him till he's 27. So you know what? 4 years is much better. So 4 and then 6. 4 and then 2, so that'd be 6. So we can take him down to 3.6. Yeah, we can drop Murray down to 3.6 mil. That'd be a sick deal. 4 years at 3.6 for Ryan Murray. I really should sign him long term, but I'll just stick with the 4 years for him for right now. 4 years at 4.6, 3.6 for Murray. Tyler Witherspoon, yep, two-way. Get him back. Yeah, I will sign this. My super sweet here, Nicholas Jansen. Get him to a entry level. That's fine, and I think we're fine. So I'll leave off. I think I'll leave off Erickson and Dahan for right now. Just make sure I get those guys signed first. Okay, right wingers. Westgarth we don't need. Trop. Now Corey Trop has been doing a decent amount for us. His defensive category did get lowered a little bit. Let's see. How much do you want? You're an unrestricted free agent. 1 year at 1.3. All right, so I'll hold on to you for a little bit. If I have some room, I'll sign him. Depth is always good. He's a nice, solid depth person to have. He's a nice little spark plug to have down there on the fourth line if you need him. So we'll hold on to him for right now. Kuznetsov, let's see how much he wants. Kuznetsov only wants 3.1, so that's not bad for a second liner. I can maybe sign him. 3 years is actually good for Kuz. So three and then so four really. 0.4, so like 2.7 for Kuznetsov for a second line playmaker for 3 years. That's not bad for him. And that's it for left winger, right wingers. So Como, I don't think we want to take Blake Como back. Nah, I think we have some depth players that'll definitely take over for Blake Como. So I'm gonna release Como. Matt Calvert. Matty Calvert. Calvert wants 2 years at 2 mil. All right, we'll hold off on Calvert. He is 81 overall. Sniper. He's got a decent category. He's pretty much an identical Cam Atkinson. I mean, he did play in the AHL. He put up 70 points. The 1 year he played in the NHL, he did hit 28 points and was a +4. So that's not bad. He played the first year of this GMO, but we'll see. We'll hold off on him. Pyatt, we know we're not going to need. Anisimov, I'm going to hold off on him. Dana Terrell, I kind of want to get re-signed to Jenner. Jenner probably wants a two-way. Yeah, he still wants a two-way 1 year. That's perfectly fine for you. And then I definitely want to get Terrell back because Terrell's probably one of my best defensive players on this team. Yeah, I got to get Dana Terrell back. No doubt I do. 3 years at 2.8. Yeah, that's perfect for you for like third liner, fourth liner. That's perfect. So two and then one. So 2.5. 2.5 for Dan Terrell for 3 years. Get him until he's like 30. That'll be good. And then, yeah, I think that's it. So we'll advance a day. See how much money we're going to have. I think we should have enough. We should have more than enough. I didn't think Ryan Murray would have asked for that little. I probably should have extended him a lot. But, all right, so we got Murray back, Prout, Jenner, Savard, DeKaiser, Kuznetsov rejected, okay. Witherspoon, Ellis, Terrell, and Jansen. Okay, so we still have 10 mil left. 10 mil left, and we just need to get back Kuznetsov, Erickson, Dahan, Trop, Calvert, and Nisimov. Okay, I think we should have enough money. Let me see. Yeah, I think we should have enough. I think we might be able to get most of these guys back. I didn't really see how much. I almost didn't want to do that. I almost didn't see how much Artem and Nisimov. Oh wow, Nisimov doesn't want that much money. Okay, yeah, we can get these guys back. All right, so Kuznetsov, let's get him. I do want to tender qualifying offers to Kuznetsov, Erickson, and Dahan, just in case. Just in case they do go to free agency, we could pick up some draft picks if teams do sign them. But do want to make it my priority to sign these guys. So Kuznetsov wants 3.1, so 3. I'll bring it down to so 3 mil. That's about 2 almost. And then yeah, about like 2.9, I guess he wants for 3, and that would be 2.8. We'll get him for 2.8. Rejected 2.7, so we'll try 2.8. 2.8, Erickson, let's get him back. Solid defenseman. 2.8 as well. What's our defensive core look like for right now? We have, who do we got? We got Murray, Johnson, DeKaiser, Dahan, Seeloff, Erickson, Honka. Okay, so we do need Tim Erickson and Seeloff. I think we're going to have an extra defenseman, so that's not all too terrible. Can obviously trade one of them if we need to. But yeah, all right. So Erickson, let's get him signed. 2 years, 3 years at 2.8. Yeah, that's fine. Could I do 1 year? 1 year might be good for Erickson. because then he could get his jump, and then we could see where he goes. 2 years would be better. You know what? Yeah, I don't think I want to sign Eriksson that long. 2 years, or you know what? I'll get Eriksson for 2 years, so that'll be 2.74. Because I'll see how big of a jump he gets next year, and then we can decide what we want to do with him. So 2 and then 1, so 2.4 really, around 2.5 for Tim Eriksson. Okay, Dahan. Let's get Dahan back. I know he's going to be asking for a lot of money. Yeah, I kind of figured Dahan would ask for a lot. Yep, so 2 years, same thing for him. Okay, so then 3 and then 2. So about 3.9. 3.09 for Calvin Dahan. And I'll get Anissa bump back because he wants literally nothing. So he wants 8.95 and then 50. So that would be 1.85 for Artem. And then I guess I'll sign Calvert. He could get a jump. I think I have enough money. I think I'm probably gonna have to. Well, let's advance a day. We'll see how much money we have. If we have enough, then we can get it done. So let's see. Because that's on my reject again. If so, I'll bump it up to 2.9. All right, so my GM rep is going up. Nisimov renewed. Calvin Dahan renewed. Kuznetsov renewed. Tim Eriksson renewed. We still have 3.5 mil. I think we can get both of these guys signed. So we're gonna be a little bit tight on cap, but we can make some trades if we need to. So let's get Calvert back. 2 years at 2 point. Well, can I sign you just for 1 year? Yeah, I want to sign Calvert just for 1 year, and that'll be 2.8 or 1.8. Actually, 1.7. 1.7 for Matt Calvert just for 1 year. Just want to test him out, and then Corey Trop. I'll just get him back. Why not? At 1. So that'd be 1.225, and then 1.2. 1.2 solid for Trop. If that's a day. Not going to have much room for free agents, but. And if we're going to change. Okay, Calvert. A little bit stingy here, huh? All right, 1 year. 2.15. 1.9. I think he really wants a 2-year deal, that's why. And I don't want to give you a 2-year deal. I want to give you a 1-year deal, that's it. And there you go. Okay, so we got him back for 1 year, 1.9. And there we go. So we got everybody back that we needed to. We got the whole entire crew signed up. And you know what? I think we're looking good. Unless there's somebody in goaltending that we need. Nope. I think we're good to go. We got everybody re-signed, which is good, and we could take it into free agency, and you guys could take a look and maybe help us out with that. But we're just going to be relying on the bumps here, and the boosts that these guys are going to get in the off season, and then we're going to make our decisions from there. I don't think we need to make any trades right now for players, but we'll have to see how big of a jump everybody gets. But we'll take a look at free agency. We'll see who's going to be the top guys available. So we'll go to unrestricted free agents top available. So for forward wise, Andrew Ladd is the top one up there, 86 overall. He's asking for 5.8. We obviously don't have that. Room 4.5 stars. But we got Teddy Purcell up there, Versteeg, Glenn Cross, a lot of depth guys this year. Peverly, Jokinen, Stoll, Con Greening, Kuhlman, Winnick, Bergenheim, Talbot, Mitchell, Como, Roussel. Yeah, so a bunch of like third and fourth line players there. So not bad potential-wise. Potential-wise, we have nobody really higher than 4.5, 3.5 red stars. None of these names really jump out to me either. Yeah, nobody really stands out that great to me, other than Richard Panik and Palat, the restricted free agents. So, best defenseman available is going to be Braden Coburn is the best defenseman available. Brennan, Gudas, Gunnarsson, Grossman, Gleason, Weber, Pollock, Martinez, Hillen, Newton, Petricki, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then the top potential we have is Jerome Gauthier Leduc. That might not be a bad person to pick up with 4.5, 4 red stars for Jerome Gauthier, Leduc, Gudas, like I said, Bertolon, James Martin, yeah, same things there. And then goaltenders, we have Lindback, Hudobin, Frederick Anderson. I don't think we really need a goaltender. And then best prospect goalie. There's some young prospect 3.5-star goaltenders here, not bad. Buns, Patterson, and Julio Bilia. So there's a couple names in there. They might be free. They might be. Are they unrestricted free agents? They are. Buns isn't, but Bilia and Patterson are. So there's the free agents list for you guys. Do you think that we need to go after anything? Let me know. But honestly, I think our team is pretty solid. We got back everybody that we need. And honestly, I think we're perfectly fine to go into next year with the team that we have right now. Once again, forward-wise, we're looking fairly stable here with Patrick Kane, Henrik Sedin, and Jordan Eberle on the first line. Then Ryan Johansson will finally get some strict second line, full year time rather than getting moved up and down between the first line. Johansson, Terrell's probably going to be a third liner with Johansson, Hodgson, and Atkinson probably, or Christo on the second line, and then third line, Atkinson or Christo, Dubinsky, and then Terrell or Kuznetsov. Terrell could be a fourth liner. I don't know. We might have an extra player in here, and then Anisimov. We also have Calvert, Trop, Jenner. Yeah, so we got a lot of depth everywhere. I think we'll have to wait until the end of free agency to maybe kind of dish out these players, trade some players, because I know we're going to have an extra, or I think we do have an extra forward in there. And if the younger guys continue to get better, we can trade some of the guys. Like we can trade guys like Dubinsky, who has only one more year left on his deal, and Anisimov, who only has 1 year left on his deal. Calvert, 1 year left on his. Atkinson, 1 year left on his. A lot of our guys have 1 year, one more year left on their deals, and then for forwards, that's what we're looking at. And then defensemen, I think we're pretty solid going into next year for defensemen. Murray and Jack Johnson as our top two. DeKaiser and Seeloff, or DeKaiser and DeHaan. And then Seeloff and Tim Erickson. Honka could get better. Savard could get better. Schuster could maybe get better. Like I said, a lot of options here for players getting better. And then goaltender, there's no question that we're going to run with Sergei Bobrovsky and Oscar Dansk going into next year. So I think we're looking pretty solid. Next video, I think we will go out of free agency. We'll get the jumps. We'll maybe do some possible line change, moving around, and then we'll get some suggestions from you guys if we should trade anybody. But that's for next episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe as always. And let me know if there should be anybody that we go after in free agency. We don't have much money, so I don't think it'll be anybody going after except for prospects. But if you want me to go after somebody, let me know. And I'll see you guys next time.